Welcome to Truth Stream. Today we are here with Kristen from Arcana Shores for the first time. She is down in the lovely state of Florida. She'll be attending the Truth Tour in Hawaii, which is April 28th and 29th. She will be also going to Skippydeedoodah, which is May 6th, and we'll put the link below for that as well. And that's an event to skip and raise awareness for human trafficking. And she's also going to be pulling some cards for us because she does tarot. And we'll be going to talking about current events as well. So welcome to our show for the first time, Kristen.
Yes, thank you so much for having me too. Yeah, I'm very honored to be on your guys' show. I've heard lots of beautiful things about you guys. Yeah.
Oh, well, and as we have about you. So, well, you're in Florida. I know we're going to pull some cards later, but
Yeah.
what in tarnation is going on down there with some UFO stuff? Let's hear about that.
So a lot of people don't know this about me, but in my time off, which is usually nighttime, I am out looking for UFOs. And I'm just a crazy person about UFOs, anything space, anything about the Space Force that's going on too. Even just the other night at the beach, someone was there that knows a lot of stuff about Space Force and stuff, and definitely pointed something out to me in the sky, and it was for real. It wasn't just a plane; it was a real ship going by. They're hovering over, and they're very visible to those that are able to pick up on it and not just assume it's an aircraft going by. It's a legit ship and portals are out here all over. Yep.
You want to describe what you saw?
Yeah, it looked similar, very similar to an airplane, but it wasn't. And it was actually disguised in the cloud, but then it was moving with the cloud, but the cloud did not keep it overlapped the whole entire time. So they kind of lost each other. And then it was revealed what it was. Yep.
Wow.
Yeah, it's really happening. And that's why I'm so I'm addicted to it. Yeah.
Joe and I were out at a friend's house out on Hood Canal, and it's just this gorgeous place, well away from any city, so there wasn't any light pollution. And the topic of UFOs came up, and I was recounting something a friend had told us about. If you can communicate with them telepathically and they'll respond, they'll show you. And I said we should try that, and just right after I said that, they lit up. It was a whole string of lights, and it was like they just emerged out of the darkness, went across the sky, and then just disappeared one by one. But yes, very personalized.
The timing was, yeah, he said it out loud.
Yeah.
Was that friend Mark Atwood, perhaps?
No. We were that was Cheryl.
Oh, Cheryl said no, I just thought place. Oh yeah, because I think he talked about that.
Oh yeah, it was Mark Atwood that told us, right?
Initially.
He says he doesn't even get his phone out anymore to take pictures because they're all the time there in the sky.
They're all, yeah, he's right. They really are. It's saturated up there in the skies. They're all over. Yeah. But most people are just thinking, oh, it's just an airplane. They're not even into it. But yeah, you can telepathically connect with them too. And you can ask to see more of them, and you will.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, I was going to say, tell us a little bit about how you either got into, the Great Awakening, maybe some of that, and also how you got into tarot. Let's start with a little bit of background. How about that?
Yeah, so a little bit of background. So my brother, Jason, he's a huge part of this because I would do readings for him for his cryptos, his investments. This was back in early 2021. So I'm like, all right, Jason, I'll pull cards for you. And every time I pull cards, he loved it. I got it right. It helped him make money and stuff. And I'm like, cool, good for you. And then he would write me questions and said, all right, you're going to start a YouTube channel. And I tried it at first and I was too chicken. So I said, no, not doing it. And then a month later, I tried it again and I got used to the camera and I was all right. I just didn't like to see myself on the camera. But then I got over it, kept doing it, and did one video a day. And then we got a shout out from Janine and Jean-Claude from Beyond Mystic. And ever since that point, we've been, getting good views and our channel grew. So yeah, that's why you've heard of me.
That's
Yeah.
really, yeah, certainly doesn't hurt to have Janine on your side. And
No,
how, as far as you being awakened to, the stuff that's going, tell us a little bit about how that came to be. Have you always been a fan of Trump, or was there a moment you weren't, or?
no, I voted for Trump, love Trump. But I've never disliked him at all. I do call myself the Trump stalker too. Because he's not far. And yes, I have driven by just because it's beautiful. But yes. No, I've always been a huge fan of him. I was basically, I could say I was awake by 2020. I knew that was all a bunch of bull and fake, pandemic, all that.
Right.
I don't comply to rules and things of that nature, and definitely not gonna wear something on my face. You know what I mean? No, sorry.
Right.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
no, I never go for rules or anything like that. I just knew that it was all fake, just like everything else, like 9/11 and all that stuff.
Right.
Yeah.
And how did you get involved in the Truth Tour? Who did you first meet, or?
That came about when last year, actually, my first treat tour was in Anaheim in October. So I was having Lance Shuttler on my show. He still is every Sunday. So
Okay.
he know about it, and he said, you guys should come to the Truth Tour, because we all wanted to meet each other. And that's how I started that. But I love it. I always wanted to travel around and just have groups of people with the same concept of bringing people together, love and light and peace, and just it's beautiful. So
And we're going to see you in Hawaii at the end of April, right?
that's true. I got to hurry up and book my hotel. Yeah, that's true. So Hawaii, and then I already went to the Florida locations this month for the
Right.
truth. That was just beautiful experiences, both of them. But yeah, Hawaii, wow.
What have been some of your moments that have really stood out, while either people that you've met, or people asking you questions, or what has that been like for you at the Truth Tour?
It's been, oh my gosh, just amazing. I'll have to mention the first time at the Truther event, I spoke, and I'd never spoken. I can sing in front of a crowd, but I didn't feel comfortable talking in front of a crowd, but I did it. And the best moment was the Queen of Ravens, Janine. Actually, she came up to me before I went on the stage, gave me a huge hug. She came out of nowhere and said, you got this, you're gonna do fine. But she could feel that I was a little nervous. But that was just a moment I'll always have with me. It was beautiful.
Yeah, she does have that effect on people, doesn't she?
Yeah, she does. She's like an earth angel for sure.
Yeah, very, very nurturing. Yeah, there was a gal that was down at the Anaheim event, and it just so happened that her name's Lynn Lochner. She knows a lot about the Amanita muscara. Is that how I say that? The mushroom. Yeah. We had her on our show, and just to watch her meet Janine was just, it felt like explosions of light. It was really cool to see.
Yes, I love Lynn, by the way. I know her. So sweet. Yes.
She's great.
Yeah. Yeah. Hi, Lynn.
Hey, Lynn, how's it going?
Yeah.
But yeah, she's awesome. Just a beautiful experience. But yeah, I plan on going to all the Truther events that I can.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well, Scott, do you have any other questions off the top of your head?
Well, I'm just remembering now how great it is to be in the company of such great people. It's just
yeah,
it's hard to describe, but what a great time.
Yeah, you don't have to, you can relax. You don't have to watch your words, and like, how much do they know? And, and that, hopefully that's, the audience that we have, is that a lot of them get that. And why we have a lot of you guys on the show is because we've met you in real life. So
yeah, exactly. So, it's just, that's how it should be worldwide, globally. Everyone should just get along, and we should all be on the same page, but we're getting there. We're waking them up. We're trying.
Yeah. Once everyone realizes the amount of lies, and like we've heard, when they, unfortunately, the children, once it's known about what's been going on with them, I guess fortunately that we know, but not what's going on with them, that's what's going to unite humanity.
Yep, exactly. That's what we need. Yeah.
So, well, let's maybe start by pulling some cards. How about how about the next 2 weeks? Was that something that you wanted to?
Oh yeah. Is there going to be any significant events that might interfere with or affect the Hawaii trip? I think that's a good one.
That's a good question. Yeah, let's see.
Yeah. We've got some economic strife going on right now, and World War III, and all sorts of.
Yeah.
Seems like it's been that way since 2015. It's just wait to see what's going to fall out of the sky. But
I know.
yeah,
Well, it's pretty direct. I like when the cards are very direct and short and to the point. So this is the financial crash right here. So for within the next 2 weeks, we're going to see a crash. That's the Devil card, and then the Ten of Pentacles, which is the financial system upside down. So yeah, we're going to see it progress, get that momentum, and then drop.
Now, what's the card that's furthest to your left?
This one right here is the Death card.
Oh,
So, Death card, it's a good one though. Death card's not bad. So something ends, which we need it to end, the old system, it to shrivel and die, and then you rebuild it. So it transforms into the greatness that it should be, what it should have been all along, which is fair to the people. So
right, that's a very direct hand then.
Very direct. Yeah.
wow. So within the next 2 weeks, we're going to see the full crash.
That's what the cards are showing us. Yes. We'll see the momentum. We're going to see it coming ahead of time. And then all of a sudden, just bam. Yes. All the way. We have been seeing the momentum with the banks and everything.
Oh, for sure. For sure. And the end of the petrodollar, which people are slowly waking up to. It's surprising that there's so little conversation about it. But how will this impact Hawaii, and how long will it take to recover? You know, we hear about the QFS waiting in the wings to be our new financial system and whatnot.
That's true.
But we don't exactly know how this is going to play out.
Yeah, it's looking like it's going to take some time, but not too long. We have the Three of Wands, so sometimes that represents 3 weeks. So it could be a 3-week transitional phase of coming into the new system.
Okay.
It will impact the trip to Hawaii, but I don't think in a negative way to where we wouldn't be able to go. I think it would just be like, oh shoot, it's crashed. Cool. And we're all together.
Right.
So
Yeah.
at least we'll be with the right crowd,
Right.
I just wonder if like the prices are going to change as the value of the dollar plummets. I mean, I wonder what that's going to look like.
I know, right? Yeah, I mean, there is some great falling here, manipulation, and then a great death there of falling. And then the Eight of Cups, so out with the old and with the new, with the King of Wands. So it'll be short-lived. So that's good. That's what I'm seeing here. It'll be short-lived. There's going to be people that flip out because they can't touch their money.
Right.
But it's temporary. It's like, I call it a temporary freeze. So yeah, you won't be able to, but you will eventually. It's all gonna be, they have the best interest for the people. They really do.
Well, this plan's been in the works from our understanding for probably since the 60s, at least. So before you pull the cards, I'm curious, do you think that there will be an EBS system, or do you think that there won't before you touch the cards? Do you think that's going to happen?
I think that there will be something similar to that. Yeah, there's going to be something that goes off, but it's not going to be like, I've heard the 10 days of darkness. I've heard maybe 2 weeks. I've heard weeks at a time. So I think at most it would probably be not even a week. I really don't think it would be that long.
Okay. Now let's pull the cards on the EBS system. Do we see an EBS happening whenever this collapse happens?
Yeah, and when? Yeah,
and when? I don't know if that could answer that, but
yeah, let's see. The High Priestess, the Ten of Cups, the Wheel of Fortune, which is a great change. Wheel of Fortune is change and also financial system too. But yeah, so this is a yes. So it is going to happen. We are going to have an EBS. There's going to be a great change. And then let's see what happens. 7 of Cups, 3 of Cups, 3 of Pentacles, and the Tower. and the Hermit. So yeah, there is going to be downtime. I would say for time frame, this is lining up. It's lining up. We got that 3 again. So within the next 3 weeks, we could be seeing this 2 to 3 weeks.
Wow.
Yeah.
So when Lance is on your show, and
Yes.
I need to watch it because I admit I have not seen it yet. The Lance version.
Yeah,
What do you guys chat about? He's such a wonderful guest.
Love him.
Yes. Well, he comes on in the 2nd hour, and he does a truther update. So he brings some hot content. We always call it that. He brings hot fire to the show with all of the truther content, and he pulls up pages and goes over it. It's great. And then he gets into his Ascent Nutrition. So it's awesome. It's an awesome part of our show. Every Sunday, everyone loves him and looks forward to it.
That's great.
Yeah, he's one of those guys. We had him on the show not too long ago, and Scott and I are both taking is it called the agaricon?
Agaricon, yeah.
The mushroom. He's, it's one of the only places
Yep.
you can get that.
Great stuff.
Yeah, it's amazing for your brain health and everything, and even spiritual protection too. That's what I mostly take it for. The algae DHA, that really makes the thinking sharper and quicker. You're you're a lot faster than you were before. You're thinking and all of it.
Okay. That part I was not aware of that.
It tastes kind of fishy. How do you take it?
I am brave, so I just do it. I'll do it straight. I'll do it straight, or I'll mix it in some orange juice and just take it like a shot.
Yeah.
But it's the orange or lemon will cancel it right out.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good to know.
That's good to know for sure. So you've answered crypto questions in the past, so this should be old hat for you.
That's
true. I'm just wondering, everybody's kind of poised and waiting to see what happens with XRP.
Yes.
And what that might look like. So maybe we'll pull some cards on XRP.
Yeah, let's hear it.
XRP, let's take a look. We have the Moon card, 5 of Wands.
It's good.
The Moon, of course. Yeah.
Moon card, and we just had that full moon in Libra, so this is good. This means it would be nearby. What's going to happen? We have the Justice card. There's been XRP with the court, with the case and everything. So we're soon going to see some action here. 5 of Swords in reverse, 6 of Swords. This is out of the dark into the light. So we do see it progressing. Knight of Pentacles. This is the system too that's going to be a part of this is the new quantum financial. Yep, definitely. So it's going to bring a lot of fulfillment to everyone invested in it. And then you got the Knight of Pentacles guy. That's good news to the people. So we're going to hear about it pretty soon, according to the cards. So time frame when all of this happens for XRP. 7 of Pentacles, 8 of Swords, the Wheel of Fortune again, great change. That would be the great change of the financial system. 10 of Cups, fulfillment to all families. That it's a family card of fulfillment. And 7 of Pentacles. So it's not like the past. So that makes perfect sense. So it's not like the past at all, because it's all a new system. Right. Yep. Yeah. Very cool.
When you now your first hour before Lance comes on,
yes,
what do you get into on that? Is that a lot of reading the cards?
It's reading the cards from the chat, the live chat, and Brad Wadman is my new co-host on Sundays because my poor brother. If you guys don't know, my poor brother had to leave the show temporarily due to his job and all of that 3D crap, But Brad Wozni is my fill-in co-host, doing a great job. So he'll ask me questions, truther stuff, whatever, hot topics. Yeah.
Great. Yeah.
Very cool.
Brad's great. Yeah.
Yeah, he runs a great show. He's had some awesome guests on there. Now, who are some of the guests that you've had on your show that in the last month, aside from, of course, Brad and Lance, which I guess Lance is a guest, but Brad's a co-host. Who else has been?
Well, the last month we've had the Queen of Ravens.
Okay.
The Queen of Ravens, Ishmael Perez, Tom Numbers has been on. And also, who else did I have? Mel Carmine. He's actually co-hosted with me. And Steffens too. She's a good friend of mine.
Yeah,
That's
we
great.
we chat with Mel quite a bit. He's talk about someone that studies the XRP.
Yeah,
Oh my-
he's a character.
He's one of my friends too. He's really cool. Yeah, he's like one of my bodyguards.
Yeah.
Yeah, from a distance. He's always making sure I'm all right.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
Can you do a reading on, you know, people who've gotten the jab, and if you know, if a lot of them are going to be, you know, I know a lot of it was placebo, but is there something that is going to come out to, you know, help them and you know, make, you know, clear that up, I suppose?
Yeah, well, before I pull cards, we do have with the scent nutrition, we got the pine needle extract. We have the humic and fulvic stuff. So a good detox definitely will help anyone, any loved ones that you guys have out there. Doesn't matter how many they had of the jab or do,
Right.
but you know, try to detox as much as possible.
Absolutely.
Let's see if there's anything else, you know, what the cards could share with us to see that we'll come out to help the people. Let's see. Queen of Swords, Page of Swords, King of Wands. So the swords, the page and the Queen of Swords, it's like military representation is what I'm getting from this as a download. So the good military, I do believe they have several different things that they're going to do to help people.
Okay.
Because there are some, you know, not all of them are the saline. You know, a lot of people did get the saline, but then a lot of them did not. So yeah, they're going to need some help. So it looks like from the good military, they're going to have options.
Yeah, because we've heard that, you know, unfortunately, in a lot of the red states, if you will, that's where the the jabs that weren't as, you know, that weren't saline like, or that had more nefarious ingredients in them. How about this? Let's because we've talked about how Trump won't be elected, that he's going to just come back in. Let's do a reading on maybe that.
Yeah,
yeah,
and then she'd mentioned the military. I'm curious.
Yeah, more into that, please go.
Yeah, if it will coincide with this financial collapse, or if that's something to come further down the road.
Gotcha. Yeah, let's take a look since I still have those cards out. We'll look into that.
Okay.
Wow. So we had the Three of Wands in that other spread and the Devil card. So it's all around the same time.
Oh.
Yeah. So they're going to be flipping out about the financial, and then they're going to be flipping out about, shoot, how do I get cured? Yeah, so it's going to be pretty chaotic. We've got the fear of the unknown with the Two of Swords here. That's how they're going to feel because, yeah, it's already come out about the side effects of what can happen in fertility, and it affects all these things and all of that. So they've heard it, but now it's really going to sink in. That's the fear of the unknown. That's what makes people flip out, that anxiety. Temperance. Yeah. So they're going to need, that's what we're here for, us light workers, the truther community. So we're going to help them as much as we can. But yeah, there's going to be good solutions to them. It looks like it's all happening at the same time.
Yeah, it really does feel like, you know, and I do wonder because, you know, there's a number of people that they don't even want to watch the news anymore at all. Like they're like, they don't know what to believe. They don't know who to believe. You know, some of them still think shows like this we're crazy or whatever. And all we're trying to do is, you know, help. We're trying to bring in guests to help people understand what the heck's going on. But yeah, so, you know, it makes me wonder, like, what, and maybe that's the EBS, but what are these, you know, what are these people going to be looking at when, you know, when they get this news? I mean, I don't know if you can do a reading on that, but like, what are they going to turn to?
Did you want to do the Trump question first, though?
Yeah. We could, yeah, definitely. Trump question first. My mind's racing.
There was a kid in a candy store right now.
I have my Trump cards. I have actual Trump cards too.
Okay.
Wow.
Well,
hey. Of course they're gold.
Yeah. So go for it. Yeah. Rephrase your question and then I will ask the cards.
Yeah. So as far as Trump,
Yeah, will the return of Trump happen as a result of an election, or will he be back sooner? And what might that look like?
Yeah,
time wise and otherwise.
Yeah, we'll start with that.
Yeah. Ooh,
I
two
think
came
that's the
out.
question. Yeah.
So the Lovers card is Gemini energy, and then we have Temperance. So let me get more information. So far, that's telling me that there's a wrap up around June. So he could be coming back in June. There is no election. Knight of Wands. There's no election because of that Eight of Cups, which is the one leaving, the poser right now that poses as Biden. Okay. So
Right.
he's gone. He's gone. The real one's been gone, but the one that's pretending to be him is going to be gone. And all of it's coming out. This is all truth. The swords and the Knight of Wands guy, that's all the truth, all the exposure about all the accounts, all the nefarious bad things of Go Brandon and his son Hunter. Yep. So they're out the door. And then Trump, it's looking like comes back. Maybe it's around his birthday because we have June, Gemini here.
That would be awesome.
Yeah, June 14th. There you go.
Wow.
Okay. There was something else that I had.
This is going to be a heck of a trip. This is going to, so this is going to happen while we're in Hawaii. Is that?
Well, that's May, or end of April.
Well, not the Trump part, but the beginning of this.
Yeah, I mean, it very likely could.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's just the dominoes are falling even as of like yesterday. I mean, all the things that he's posting and the Trump arrest, which shout out to Lance Shuttler. He predicted Trump would be the first arrest on my show.
Okay.
That's great. Yeah.
Nice. And he didn't use any cards.
No, I previously predicted it too, but I'm giving him the credit because he didn't have cards.
Okay.
Yeah. But it's already happening. Yeah.
Yeah, what's interesting to me is we have a variety of guests on, and some of them know a lot about certain things, but when you bring up, is that even the real Joe Biden?
Right.
They don't see it. And I'm just, it's amazing that they can be so articulate and educated on certain topics. But I mean, that guy does not look any way, shape, or form like Joe Biden.
No, it's not. And it's like in one of the pictures I've seen, it's almost like you could peel that face off. It's like one of those it's a double sometimes, but then sometimes I think there's a clone as well.
Yeah. Or someone acting as him. So let's do a reading on, I don't know how would I phrase this? How are people going to find out about all these truths? I mean, I guess the answer is either EBS or I don't know how to phrase the question.
That's fine. Exactly how you did it is fine.
Yeah. How are people going to find out?
Yeah. Knight of Pentacles. All right. So this is a messenger type guy. So this would be more so like the media. We are the new media, the real true one. So this is the messenger. So it's definitely going to be worldwide known. Then we have the Moon card and the Five of Cups. So they're going to start to let go of their old beliefs. So that's very good. So yeah, the more it's in their face, like shows like this and all of our truther community, the more it's spread around, the more that we get more people in that are just waking up, it's gradually going to happen. So they just need to see it more. And you know what's going to happen with it's already been said by Mr. T himself, but all of the top, like CNN and Fox and all that, those are going to drop off. They're going to drop off and be replaced. Yeah. Wow.
Well, it's interesting to us because I think, I look at the biggest show out there that I know of. I mean, obviously there's people like Joe Rogan and that have millions of viewers, but like, as far as like X22 Report, And We Know, LT from And We Know, these channels, they don't even have a million subscribers. Now, granted, they have a lot in the truther community, but when we're talking billions of people in the world, I mean, there's a lot more information that needs to come out, and I don't know how How? That, I guess that's why I'm asking it. So obviously some of this is going to have to come across in
Yeah.
some of these mainstream channels that people are used to, I would think.
Yeah, because the mainstream guys that you see now, they're going to be replaced, and they're going to be replaced by people we don't know, or maybe we do know them, and they're in our own truth or community.
Interesting.
Yeah.
That, I
Yeah.
haven't even thought about that.
Yeah, that's what's going to happen. And that's just what I download when I do my meditations, music meditations, but that's what I get is they will be replaced. And I remember Mr. T posting about it on Truth Social too. That they're gonna be out. CNN, all those guys gone. They already are, they're already owned by different owners, but the people, the newscasters, they'll all be changed.
Well, they
Ooh,
won't have any
oh,
credibility anymore because
right.
they've been consistently lying to everyone for so long. Who's going to want to tune in for more lies?
Okay, so this topic. Can you do what is going on? Who? Because we know some of these people have interesting backgrounds.
Yeah.
Can you? What's going on with Tucker Carlson? Can you pull? I mean, because obviously he's saying some great stuff lately. Scott watches it more than I do.
Yeah.
I do watch
Yeah,
it.
Tucker's cool. Tucker's cool.
Are we
I
watching Tucker? Does he? I mean, does he have any darkness in his past? I mean,
Yeah.
what's going on with Tucker?
Yeah. Okay. So Tucker, I have pulled a lot for him before, but
Okay.
So with Tucker and what I see here again here. So 3 of Swords, Knight of Cups. So he is good, or the Knight of Cups wouldn't come through. He is a good soul. He's a good human. The 3 of Swords is his past. He does have a troubled past from his upbringing and early career. So it's not, I wouldn't say it's his fault. Yeah, we make our own future and we paint our own future. So yeah, he got entangled with some dark stuff, but he's not currently. The world card's an end to old ways and a new beginning. So along the line there, he did go to the good side. He works for the good guys.
Right. Well, I think that's, what's interesting is there's a lot of these people that have been put in these situations, and there's blackmail. And if they weren't to have done certain things, then, they're threatened or their family's threatened or whatever. And so, I mean, that's got to be an interesting place when you're approached by the white hats or the military and say, hey, look, that you need to do this, and we understand you've done that, but to be given a chance, where then there's some that they're so far into the deep state activities that there's no coming back
Right.
from that. And so how about Joe Rogan? Can we do a reading on Joe Rogan?
Yeah.
Is there any, you think of some people too?
Yeah, well,
pretty interesting.
Joe is great. Joe has the 10 of Cups right away with the Page of Cups. He's very smart and good, and it's coming through in the cards. So that's when the cards are very on point too, because he is highly intelligent. He's an evolved, soul for sure. 10 of Wands, hard worker, researcher. Justice card, so he's very fair. He tries to be very fair and balanced. And then you got the Queen of Wands there. That's intuition, masculine and the feminine intuition. So he's in touch with both sides and he knows how to use them. Queen of Cups, 6 of Swords, and then the 4 of Cups. Joe Rogan might even be used. He may be used like maybe in the new media.
Sure.
I think so. Yeah.
Because he's like there's a secret going on about him. It's very good, and it's for it's humanitarian project, something of that nature. So I think maybe that hidden thing could be possibly he will be one of the leader, media guys for sure.
Yeah, well, he certainly has the guests and the numbers to do so.
He's got a bigger audience than CNN for sure.
Huge.
Probably NBC combined. Yeah.
So, should put him up there. Yeah.
Speaking of media people, I'm wondering, people go back and forth about Alex Jones, whether he's controlled opposition, controlled in general, or whether he's a good guy.
Right. Alex Jones, I've pulled on him before. So let's take a look. Yeah.
I mean, the guy was arguably right about a lot of things for the last 20 years. So.
Yeah, he has a mixed bag here. So
Big.
he gets put down a lot. I think that he's misjudged. I do think that he is pretty good. We got the 3 of Cups. We've got the 4 of Pentacles. He tells it like it is. You got the 10 of Swords. And then the 9 of Pentacles. So he is good. I do think that he might have had to, work both sides of the dark and the light, but he was doing it with good intention. He was doing it to get information. But, you could be judged in a way, and people could just say you're bad just because you were working on the dark side. But he's a double agent, I would say.
Right.
Double agent. Okay. Well, that's interesting. Oh, Epstein, alive or dead?
That's fun. It's a fun one. I've done this one a lot.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
Dead or alive.
Yeah.
We have the Moon card with the King of Swords. I'm still getting that he's not dead.
Not dead. Yeah, I didn't think so.
I don't think so either.
Why kill the guy with the dead man switch?
Right. Yeah,
All that dirt would have come out, I would think.
Yep. Still on the earth plane. And that's like the 3rd time I've gotten that answer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How about, there's a gentleman that we talk about frequently on the show, and this will be interesting on the feedback on this. I can't believe I'm doing this, but
Who?
there's a gentleman named Donald Marshall,
Oh.
and are you familiar with him?
Donald Marshall, not really, but that name I've been asked before. Yes.
Yeah. Well, the cliff notes is that starting around the age of 5, his consciousness was transferred into a clone version of him, and in the deep underground military base. And he was, like any kid at that point, crying and screaming about what he may have had to have done. And then they asked him, well, do you do anything? And so he created, the first song he created was Lady for Kenny Rogers and Lionel Richie. But I guess the question is, as far as the story, what he's talking about, what he's fighting for, how do the cards line up for him? Is his story authentic? Is he going to be okay? I mean, what is there to be said about Donald Marshall?
Yeah, let's take a look. 5 of Pentacles. So it's coming through that he's solid. He's got the Sun card, 2 of Pentacles, the World, the 9 of Pentacles. So he is legit, what he's talking about, what his mission is. So even his story, which it's coming through, is true. Wow. We got the Queen of Cups. We got the Page of Swords and the 10 of Pentacles. Now, I do have to say, though, I think some of it is exaggerated to be more exciting than what it truly was. But
Okay.
yeah, there's a good change here. So his mission is to change everything, basically. So yeah, he's accomplishing it. He's doing a good job.
Well, that's good. I think the people that watch us and are fans of Donald that might appreciate that. And leave your comments, guys. Please feel free, because we do read them, and we can't respond to every single one of them. But if they're kind, it's easier to respond to.
Yes, if they're not kind, then no.
Well, that's the thing. We have a variety of guests on,
yeah.
and our views may not necessarily match the views of the guests, but what a boring show would that be if we always have the same? We almost
agree with, yeah.
We had Stephen Kelly on, who doesn't believe that anything's happening in the underground military bases,
Yeah.
and he's not a huge fan of Sacha Stone. Well, he didn't realize that the next show we had Sacha Stone along with Sean Stone and Scott Stone. So we intentionally, sometimes I didn't know that was going to come up, but we pick different guests to get different perspectives. And also, hopefully people come on and they can learn something, not so much from what we're talking about, but from our other guests. And so that way they may learn something that is a paradigm shift for them. And we're still trying to figure it all out. We don't know exactly what's going on.
Yeah, I mean, we're all here just trying to figure things out to help humanity. So yeah, it's wild, all this stuff.
You know, how about,
Well, I got a question.
well, go ahead.
Well, I'm just wondering,
Yeah.
there's been a lot of talk of tectonic activity, natural disasters, space weather, all sorts of things. Are we going to have any natural disaster potential here in the near future, and how severe might that be?
Yeah, good question. Let's take a look. Natural disasters. Wow. Well, 10 of Cups right away. That's a yes with the King of Pentacles. So yeah, there is going to be, we've got the Two of Swords, Fear of the Unknown, High Priestess, Two of Wands. So it is on a coastline. That's what I'm getting as a download. So it's either, I'm thinking it is the West Coast. I really do. There's some type of disaster.
Wow.
We're
Yeah.
awfully close to the West Coast.
Yeah, we're almost on the West Coast itself.
Yeah.
Well, you know, I do feel, because we have good military coming in here, and then the Eight of Cups, Judgment card. So I feel it's in the middle of it. It's threatened. There's already been a big threat to do this to the people on the coast. But I do think that the good military and the alliance is trying to stop it.
Oh, so it may not happen.
May not happen. May not happen.
But it may. We're in the middle here. We don't know the outcome.
That's true. And spirit sometimes doesn't want you to know the outcome, but I feel pretty good that it'll be stopped. Yeah.
Good.
Mhm.
Wow.
Otherwise, we might have to move in a week.
Yeah.
Oh, you just never know. Yeah.
You never know.
Oh, how about this? How about, Melissa Red Pill's been a big part of my awakening as far as what's going on biblically. Can you do a reading on just her and who she is and her energy? That'd be great.
Change the cards for her.
Okay.
Yep.
Are you familiar with Melissa?
A little bit, but I don't have time to watch things.
No,
But,
understandable.
Know that
but
feeling.
yeah, I definitely do. Definitely. Yeah, and she's got beautiful cards.
I figured.
She does, yeah. So this is the Divine Feminine, the High Priestess. So very in tune with her higher self. I feel she's very evolved too. So she's very intelligent, but she listens to her higher self. So she doesn't second guess if things are right. She just goes with it. She's got the Ace of Cups, fulfillment. So that leads her to the Victory card of Six of Wands. So everything she does, she can turn it to gold, is what I'm getting from her.
Wow.
She's smart. And then the Four of Wands, King of Pentacles, and the Hanged Man in reverse. So it's two really cool things. So this is like family, union. She likes to bring people together. She has a good ability to do that. And then the King of Pentacles, that's her energy. It goes for male or female. So King of Pentacles, it's definitely financial security, but also making sure that her family and loved ones in general are all taken care of. So she's very generous, a good soul. The Hanged Man in reverse. This is her energy on using her discernment and not having any trouble if someone isn't aligned with her energy. She has no trouble of cutting them out. So she's really cool.
That's awesome.
Very good.
Another investment question. What's going to happen with silver? A lot of people are asking that question.
Great question. Great question.
That's a good one. Yeah. Let's see what cards for that one. We use these for silver. That's wild. Different deck, but we got the Four of Wands for silver. So silver is going to align with something, and I'm guessing it's gold, but let's see. The Tower. Okay, so that's the crash, the Two of Swords. So yeah, it's showing us the crash. So just after the crash, it's going to align. So silver and gold, now they're both in the reading. So they're going to be, taken off after the crash. Yes. It's very nice.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Wow.
I had another one and then I just lost it.
Yeah. It's pretty fun, actually.
It's just so much fun. Really
We're
is.
playing cards. They're just having a little family card game.
Yeah,
Definitely.
exactly.
Definitely.
Yeah, fun.
Oh, what was that other question I had?
Well, we could, while you think about
Yeah,
it.
no. Do you have another?
Gosh, you know, I don't want to do this, but I kind of do. How about let's do a reading on Mel Carmine?
Oh, Mel. Good old Mel. Let's see. I'm gonna use.
People give him so much shit that I mean, Mel's been great to
I
us.
love him. Me too. Always, he's always got my back. Yeah. Let's take a look for Mel.
This might be a mixed bag.
Oh, I know what it was. Medbeds. We'll do that.
Oh yeah,
next.
do that one next.
That's a good one too. Yeah. All right, Mel Carmine. Let's see. Good, bad, or just dark?
Oh gosh, he's gonna be like, Rosati, what are you doing, pulling guns?
Oh no, he's a great guy. Seriously,
love him.
I knew it. I knew it. Wow. Okay, so he's got the star card.
Ooh.
They're a little reflective, but they're all in gold for Mel because
Yeah.
star card. So he is a star, as well as he's abundant in love. So he's very loving. So he comes across to some people who are they're just too sensitive. So he'll come across too hard for those that just can't handle it, the truth. But he's very straight up. And then we got the 3 of Wands, 9 of Pentacles, very abundant. So he's very generous. So yeah, he's good at having abundance and creating a good future, but he's also very generous with it. So he's very giving to others. And then he's going to love this. He's got the Wheel of Fortune. So great changes are coming. And I'm thinking that's his XRP. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. I think he has at least more than one XRP. I'll tell you.
He's got a lot of XRP and he's going to do amazing. He's an amazing guy for sure.
Nice.
Great.
It's nice to hear that, Mel.
Yeah.
He watches this. Yeah, go with what you're going to say.
Yeah, I'm curious about the med beds. There's a lot of anticipation and no real evidence at this point, but well, I guess there's some, but
right.
When might med beds appear on the scene?
Yeah, let's take a look because everyone wants to know.
Yeah. And is there an age regression component of that too? I think would be.
Why do you ask?
That would be awesome. I know. So it is telling me that yes, and I did pull cards on this on my show last night too. So it's the same. It is a yes. They're still coming. Time frame. We have an 8 of Cups. So the 8th month on this calendar. That's not the real one. But anyways, August. So we're getting August. That will actually see the ones, like we'll see ones beforehand, but they're not the ones that like are age regression or gonna grow some organs back. But I do feel we're gonna see the smaller ones that are very healing as well. But the ones that do age regression and all the really cool stuff, I think is later in the year.
Is Tesla building those? Because I often wonder, the Cybertruck was supposed to be rolling off the showroom floor quite a while ago. And, they have these big facilities. I just have a sneaking suspicion that's where they might be being built. I don't know. That this may have been going on for a while now.
I think you are correct. 6 of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles, Temperance, Tesla. Yeah.
Interesting.
Definitely. Yep.
So then that brings us to Elon Musk. Yeah, what do we know about Elon? Like, is Elon even a real guy? I mean,
yeah, not only is that the real Elon, but was Elon ever right? Like, is even
there's some questionable things in his past, I think, but his name is Elon. How many Elons do you know?
That's right.
Werner von Braun wrote a novel about Mars, and the protagonist's name was Elon. And here's a guy that wants to go to Mars, and there's just a lot about the story that makes me wonder if this isn't a character facilitating things, maybe played by an actor or something along those lines. I don't know. Just speculate.
Yeah. Let's take a look. No, that's a great question because everyone wants to know that too.
I mean, has anyone seen a picture of him younger than like 40?
No.
He had less hair in the earlier pictures
Yeah,
too. That's kind of
right,
confusing.
right.
Probably has one of those med beds in his house.
Could be.
Might.
Yeah, you'd think.
Yeah, yeah. Let's see. Eight of Wands, the Empress, the Ace of Wands. So he is coming out as human, but he's upgraded. So I think he is definitely they've kind of remastered him. You know, there's more to him than just a straight up guy. So
Okay.
and he is very galactic, as we know. That's all true. He's worked for the dark and the light. Double agent, he's got that here too. And he's also got the Mr. T card. So yeah, right now he's doing good things on behalf of what Mr. T, you know, would approve of.
Right.
But he does have a past of working both. But I think he's always been there to help and give information.
He's certainly been helpful lately. I mean,
Yeah.
the Twitter files.
Twitter and
Yeah.
Yeah, he's cool. I have to say, I like him.
Yeah.
now, what about Trump himself? I'm sure you've pulled cards on Trump himself before, right?
Definitely. Yeah, because you know, there's a lot of rumors. There's some people that believe that Trump is gone, and I'm like, no.
And some believe that he's, basically under Cheyenne Mountain.
Yeah. They're keeping him safe, and all these appearances are a double or something along those lines.
Yeah.
So, well,
You know, everyone can believe what they want. Yeah.
yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, let's take a look on Mr. T. Let's
Yeah,
go back to
wonderful.
the cards. Yeah. Look.
And then afterwards, maybe we'll talk about the 6,500 patents, the 0 point energy and all that good stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
All right. Yeah. Hey, so Mr. T, he does have several doubles. So, you know, it's just like Hollywood. They can come up with lookalikes all the time. They paint your face. There you go.
Right.
Voiceovers, you know. But definitely, yeah. So he has multiple doubles. There is no clone because Mr. T is of the light, and the light does not have clones, only the dark. That's good. But it's the true one that we've been seeing lately. We've been seeing the real one.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's kind of reassuring.
Yeah.
Now, what about those patents?
Yeah.
Specifically free energy, but I suppose the med beds are under that heading as well, and just a variety of life-changing technologies that we've been intentionally deprived of.
Yeah, let's take a look.
Yeah.
Page of Cups. Ace of Pentacles. Yeah, there's the being deprived of it with the Devil card right there. Yep. There's the Illusion and the Nine of Cups and then the Strength card. So yeah, what you were thinking is correct. Ace of Pentacles.
So those technologies will be available soon, you think?
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Very soon. If I had to put a time frame on it, this would probably be June or July, because we do have a Leo energy here in Gemini.
Oh,
Gemini, Leo. Yeah.
Wow.
Wow. So yeah, it sounds like things are really actually happening in the year of 2023. Because sometimes with certain schedules or drops or whatever, you're like, okay, is it going to happen this year? Is it going to happen this year? And it feels like with everything happening, it really is happening now.
We've been riding this roller coaster for forever. It just feels like forever, and I think a lot of people have fatigue.
They do.
So
They're really frustrated, and yeah.
It's super exciting to have some hope on the horizon here.
Yeah. Much appreciated. Well, anything else right now, or
I don't think so.
I think well, tell the folks where they can find you and a little bit more. Any of your social media, etc.
Yeah. What time on Sunday is that live? Because I'll be watching.
It is, yeah, and you guys are more than welcome to come on my show too and hang out with Lana and Brad. That'd be a great time. So any Sunday you guys want to, you're more than welcome. But yeah, you guys can find me at Arcana Shores on YouTube, and I'm on Rumble too, but we go live on YouTube.
Oh, you do? Okay, cool.
Yeah.
And do you have Telegram or anything else?
I do. We usually do Instagram, Telegram. Yeah, we're on all those. Facebook too. Just I'm not very good at it, so I'm not always on there. But yeah, we're at enough.
Well, that's okay. And since you're going to upload this, we're mainly on Rumble at Truth Stream with Joe and Scott, and all our links we just put right below the description, and they can find out whatever on there. And
yeah, and I'll put yours under this too. Yes, for everyone to find you guys. You guys are great. Yes.
Well, thanks. So are you. I'm
Thanks,
looking forward to
Kristen.
Hawaii. It's going to be great. Stick around after we say goodbye to the audience, and we'll go over a couple things. But
yeah, and so if anybody can and wants to go to Hawaii, we're going to be at the Truth Tour event at truthtour.net on April 28th and 29th. That's going to be on Kauai, and likely at the Skippydeedoodah event May 6th down in Sarasota. So and Kristen will be there as well, along with many other amazing truthers. You can go to, well, we'll put the link below, because spelling Skippydeedoodah, there's a lot to it. So anyway, thanks everybody for watching, and we'll see you in a minute there, Kristen. All right, take care.